Good morning, everybody. This is Dan with Dan's Thoughts for today. Hey, I was watching another one of those congressional committee hearings, and they were talking about our border and how secure it was. There's a lot of different thoughts about whether or not it is actually secure, about the fentanyl and all the different things that are coming along out of that particular southern border. Now, here's the catch. Depends on the numbers. And I want to work with numbers here today. I'm going to call this the border and numbers. Every time you turn around, they're talking about the numbers of how many getaways or gotaways have come across the border. How can you number that? You can't. They got away. You don't know how many there are. Just in the same numbers that you have how much fentanyl has come across the border that has not been documented. You can't. You have no way. So the numbers are not true when they talk about that. Now, the only true numbers they can give you is that we have had so many people coming across at our border crossings, and how many times that they have been able to catch the fentanyl and other drugs that are coming across the border, how many illegals are coming across the border through our ports of entry. Think about that. You can actually document that because you have actual numbers. Now, do you have actual numbers when it comes to the open borders and how many are coming across there? Well, you have one number. You actually have two. You have one number of how many were caught, and you have how much drugs have been captured through that crossing. But you don't have the numbers of how many didn't get caught and how much drugs did pass through those crossings without being caught. You can't number them. So when you listen to the Democrats and they keep saying we got to fix our immigration system, you got to have a better path. We've had a path. We've had a path for years. The Democrats have been in charge of it. The Republicans have been in charge of it, and it just doesn't matter. If you have an open border and you've got illegals, you still have illegals. No matter what you're doing, no matter what law you're trying to pass, no matter what you're trying to get done, it just doesn't work. Talk about how many people have guns. Well, you can document that because it's documented. How many guns have been sold? How many guns have been captured or turned in on these gun exchange deals or whatever? But you cannot document how many illegal guns. You cannot make laws on how many illegals, criminals, have guns. It's not documented. It's not a number. You can document how many guns and how much drugs and how much drug money that you capture, but how much is out there? Who's actually in control of it? You can't document those things unless you know it. It's a solid, positive figure. That's all it is. It is not one way or the other. You cannot document something you don't know. It's not being able to be done. So as you're watching these things, pay attention to that. Pay attention to not who actually the party is. Pay attention to the numbers that they're throwing at you. Pay attention to whether or not they're real or they're not real. And think about it. This is all about our borders and numbers. You just cannot create a number out of air. If you don't know it, you don't know it. You only know what you know. Hey, folks, remember, have respect for yourself and others, and take responsibility for your actions, and this will be a better world. Love yous all. Have a great day.